Oh, hi everybody. I am Pelgrina Ndumba, a visually impaired UNV at UNDP under the UNPRPD project, which stands for the United Nations Partnership on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. I started July 2020. Good morning. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
You should have a blessed day.
Thank you.
It took me a while when I started working here to find my way from the main entrance to the UN building. As a visually impaired person, things normally get described to me. But accessibility to me that is visually impaired means being able to navigate and explore the world by myself. The UN house is partially accessible to me, and that is because there are no landmarks or braille markings on the wall or on the floor. When I come from the security gate to the main entrance, this pole is usually my landmark, because I know that when I reach this pole, then I must go to the front and not continue going straight. So if we had more landmarks, then the UN would be more accessible to persons with disabilities. I can now find my office, but I can still not move around the whole UN office. Good morning, Shelley. How are you?
Good morning, Pelgrina. I'm well, and yourself?
I'm good. See you later.
All right, dear.
It is important for people with visually impairment to explore and fully enjoy the entire UN building. When I started working here, I informed my supervisor of the elevators not being disability friendly. And I'm proud to say that we have sourced a service provider that will add voice announcers and braille markings to the elevators soon. An inclusive world is an accessible world. I commend you and Namibia's diligence and willingness working with persons with disabilities. As the UN family, we need to work towards making our communications accessible towards persons with disabilities, including the online platforms and tools we use, as it is sometimes difficult for me to participate in surveys and online meetings due to them not being accessible to a person like me. Happy International Disability Day from Namibia with much love.
Hi everyone, my name is Eben Adupunda and this is Laxo, my assistant for the day. I come often to the UN house in my capacity as the representative of Namibia Association for Wheelchair Users and in my capacity also as the member of the UNPRPD Steering Committee. Today I'm visiting the UNPRPD project to assist them in their planning for the commemoration of the International Disability Day on the 3rd of December. Now, navigating my way around at the UN house is fairly easy, especially at the entrance, since they have ramps all over the place. Like this ramp here. It's a perfect ramp for entering inside, but it's a little bit steep. I will need my assistance to help me. Hi Shirley, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, and yourself, sir?
Very well, very well.
Welcome to the UN house, Namibia.
Thank you, thank you. Luckily, there are elevators. One can easily go from floor to floor. Unfortunately, the lift is a little bit too tight. If I had a bigger wheelchair, it was not going to be able to go in. Or if I have more than one assistant, they would not be able to come. Now, as I said earlier, the UN building is quite accessible. Of course, there are places they can improve. Like for example, I would get rid of the carpet altogether. The carpet makes it hard for a person on a wheelchair to go around. Another thing I could advise on them is to mind where they put the furnitures. Otherwise, they are doing quite well. Hello.
Hello.
With wide corridors, accessible toilets for persons with disability, and wide doors, the UN House is quite accessible for a person with disability. The Sustainable Development Goals are the first UN goals to mention disability inclusion. In particular, Sustainable Goal 11, which aims at making cities and human settlement safe, resilient, sustainable, and inclusive. I would like to thank the UN for always considering my accessible needs through the Sustainable Development Goals and considering the needs of persons with disability. So happy International Disability Day from Namibia.
Disability inclusion is essential to upholding human rights, sustainable development, peace and security. It realizes the promise for the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development to leave no one behind. Upholding the rights of persons with disabilities is an investment in our common future.